Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Titans, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Winslow. In trouble, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and 20, and no surprise the defense in the dime. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
An option handoff given to Sanders. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Winslow dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Well, nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st down, Winslow. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Winslow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Hurst. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and 8. A give running left. It's Sanders.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. Let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on it. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Winslow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
Off play action. Winslow. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Hey, Hellraiser. Hey, Hell. Yo, when the hell did you get Devin White?
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball.
He in here. I don't.
And he did on that play.
Yo, this nigga got Devin White. I think. Bro, ain't no way, bro.
Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Winslow. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about
Guess he focused in, I guess.
as long as we're there at the catch and get guys on the
Yeah, yo, you got Devin White?
if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards,
Oh shit, cause it says it's 45 and it said White. I'm like, yo, that's like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. I was like, yo. All right, I was just that was the only question.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18.
Nah. All right, I'm leaving. Yeah.
Second and 2. Back to throw. Winslow. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Winslow rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winslow. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Able to power through. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Looking to throw on second down. Winslow. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Snap comes at 1. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
McCann's kick is good.
And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Off play action. Winslow.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And this is caught right along the the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Off the play fake. Winslow buying time to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. Not much there, only a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Winslow, flush to his right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's good for the Eagles. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's going to try and take off with it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. That's caught left side by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 31, Rodgers. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, Rodgers.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Rodgers to throw once more. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Here's Rodgers.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to look deep now for Landry.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go one more. Hey, check right. Watch it, divide. Target. Now, this. 55. Right there in the middle.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking here for Smith downfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be... Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Now Sanders. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. the journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment.
Yo. GG, bro. So who traded? Nah, that defense is tough, but it's your offense. You need a QB, bro. Yeah. You gonna get one this year? Oh, okay. It's a bunch of QBs this draw, but I mean I know you already got one, so yeah, and he's a superstar too. I gotta talk shit to GS a little bit. Yep. Yep. You can't get over the hump. You gonna let Rising and back into the league? I talked to him. I was like, yo, you can't quit again, right? But he said he not going to, so I don't know. You right.